Fitness Gorillas are live. Hey, Eric.
And hey, Howie, the fitness girls are back in town. That's what we say. We don't say we're live.
No, but
We're going
we're
to throw
live.
all of our
We did
viewers
a few recordings.
off.
Let's be honest.
They're
There were a
not
couple
going to
of
understand. We're
recordings
going to have to get off, start again if
we
you do
should
it like
start again.
that.
Can we start again? No, forget
Yeah,
it.
no.
You know what? It isn't the style. It isn't our professionalism that people like.
It's the polished delivery and our high-tech studios.
Yeah,
Right?
we've been trying to get on for the last 25 minutes. But anyway, today we have actually well, I'm going to call it sickening topic because
Howie's always Mr. Positive. Before you get past his, 7 to 10 minutes of that, then you're dead.
Well,
Let's
sickening. Sickening because people are just getting back to the gym, and now we hear that there's a few areas of North America and possibly California as well, shutting down the gyms again or putting severe restrictions in. What did you hear about that today?
We were here waiting for an announcement from the governor of California. Here I'm in Los Angeles,
Right.
to see what the next step is. In the past few days, gloves have been mandatory. Face masks have been mandatory. It was up until about a week ago, you had to have it, but some companies made you keep it on. But when you were really exerting heavily, you could take it off. But that's kind of probably, if you have something, that's when you spread it. But, I'm not a doctor.
You're not?
But here's the thing. You got to listen to whatever the law says. Because what they're going to, if you're not doing it, your members, there's going to be members that know exactly what the rules are, for sure. Okay? And if you blow bubbles, Kevin, you're out. You have to, they're going to take your temperature.
Don't burst. As long as the bubbles don't burst, it's okay.
That's right. So they're going to take your temperature when you walk in. Everybody's doing that. The other thing is you're going to have a mask. And I've been speaking to, people just this week. Annika just told us some companies, you can take your mask off right away after you've come in. I don't think that's doable anymore. I've heard from certain chains that now you have to wear your mask throughout the entire experience. I heard from Crunch. Crunch is asking all members and staff to wear masks and gloves. And I think that's where we're at in California. I think that's going to become mandatory today or very soon. I also heard a rumor that they're going to potentially shut the clubs down again like they did in Arizona and a couple of other places in America. That's a disaster. We don't need that. We don't want that. Again, I can go through a million reasons why fitness centers are the best place and the most important places to be. I mean, it's shown that the fitter you are, the higher your immunization is, the less chance of you catching this. And with depression and everybody being, gaining weight, fitness centers have to be open and people have to be able to use them. That's one of the most important things to get through this virus.
That's true. But the government, in most places, doesn't seem to regard it as very necessary, almost about at the same level as a bar.
Well,
And,
in the UK, Matthew, a friend of ours who owns Escape Fitness, was showing pictures of, the Prime Minister saying that, it's time to open up the bars. The fitness centers weren't open. And they showed a street in London with thousands of people, shoulder to shoulder, not wearing a mask. Sure, in the next week or two, you're going to hear, we don't know what happened, but a lot more people have it this week. It's probably because of the gyms. It's not because of the gyms, guys. Look at the pictures. It's about people not wearing masks. I don't know why we were locked down for 3.5 months. People were afraid to even leave their house. And now, you watch all the drinking, the protests. No one's wearing masks. The governors of some of the states joining the protest, that's fine. But in their group, they're not wearing masks and they're shoulder to shoulder. Yeah. In the gyms, which is our livelihood, we're doing everything possible for safety and get the members to feel good, look good, and get back into it. Well, come on, let's wake up.
like we say, we have to remind everybody because it only takes one idiot to screw it up for everybody. And like where I am right now in Canada, in Quebec, the rules aren't quite as tough because we really are. Even though Montreal, where I am, is one of the epicenters in Canada, it's still nothing compared to what's going on in the United States. But all gyms here now, you have to you do not have to wear a mask. The locker rooms are allowed to be used. They're separated, obviously. There has to be a 6 foot separation between all the members, which is kind of difficult to do. And the staff are wearing masks, and there's a lot of cleaning going on. But all that being said, and they've been open for about 2 weeks now, and what I'm hearing is about not more than 25% to 30% usage rate yet. They just reopened movie theaters here, bars. Already the bars have been restricted again because no one's following any of the rules. All to say that follow the rules so you don't make it worse on the gym that you're going to, because if you don't follow the rules, you're vulnerable to being, shut down. The other thing is, obviously, every club that started an online program, please keep it going. Don't charge for it yet. Make sure that you have something to offer if the worst happens. Make sure that it's fine-tuned and you know how to make money doing it. I know when this started, everyone just started going mental and like taking, amateurish kind of videos in their basements for their members to do. But by now, let's get the act together. Let's make it professional and let's make some money at it, because you've got to be ready for what could be next.
You got to be ready for what can come next, and we don't know what's going to come next. But doing everything you can and communicating with your members.
Yeah.
Keep them informed. Don't let them hear something from a friend or from the media. They should be hearing what's important to them about your club and their health from you. And you put it in the proper context in a positive, powerful way. Yeah? So be proactive on that and make sure that they understand what they have to do, and what we talked about in our masterclass, which is available in about a week or so, is the Victory Pledge, where every single time they come in, we go through what their responsibilities are and what we've done to ensure their safety. Right. Listen, if the members don't feel safe, they're not coming. They're not going to come back. If they see you're doing everything you can to make their life safe, their fitness experience okay, no one wants to wear a mask when they're working out. No one wants to wear gloves. But if it's a difference between health and safety, do it. Go 100% now, okay? Like how we said, let's make the fitness centers look like the heroes, not like somewhere that you can get sick. That's the last thing we want. And they track it down. I heard about, I don't want to mention the name of the company. One of the members got sick in that particular club. The staff did not come back. High end, one of the highest end companies in America, staff won't come back.
Yeah. You can't. There's too many variables
no
to
corners.
screw around.
You can't cut corners here. No. Not now. And I heard something really. Remember Orlando Sanchez? We had him on our show, World Champion Jiu-Jitsu. We replayed his wonderful Fitness Guerrillas time. He has 6 jiu-jitsu studios, and those are obviously devastated from 4 months of closures. Mm-hmm. And he applied for all of his loans, and he didn't get any of them. He didn't get a cent from the government, apparently. Wow. And at the same time, he posts Robert De Niro got $27 million for Nobu restaurants. Yeah. Robert De Niro apparently is worth $500 million. Nobu is Nobu, and other investors. The government gave him $27 million, but this owner of 6 jiu-jitsu studios that are all family owned by the owners in Orlando, bust their butts for 15 years, can't get a penny. So, we're in a fight. We're in a fight. If you're lucky enough to be open and in the battle, make sure you do everything you can to make a safe environment. Make sure you do everything you can for a positive feeling towards the members. Otherwise, they're not going to bring in a friend. Otherwise, they're not going to stay with you. Now is the time to pull out of your hat the best promotions, the best value adds you can possibly give them right now. Make it a no-brainer for them to come back, re-engage. I heard that personal training is a very difficult scene now.
Sure.
Right?
Sure it is.
And we all know personal training for existing clubs usually is the main ticket item for you, right? It's the highest revenue source. How are you going to get the members to re-engage in personal training? The one-on-one, maybe your personal trainers have to have the full face mask. Maybe it's not enough for them just to have that.
No.
Maybe it's small group training, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, where the instructor is quite a distance away. Yeah. Whatever it is, you better figure it out for your club. You have to have personal training, or you're not going to be in business long. Find out from the members what it is that they're looking for. Get a survey done. If it's full-on masks, do it. Do whatever you can to make the member feel comfortable in the personal training. You can't survive without personal training.
I think that personal trainers, there has to be a protocol, and there should be maybe even URSA or some nationwide organization setting a protocol that would give a lot of confidence to everybody that if this protocol is followed, and the clubs could advertise they follow the URSA whatever it's going to be, to make sure that people have the confidence that they've studied it. This is the recommendations, and all clubs that are involved at all, even if they're not URSA members, let's say, or whatever, they have to follow this protocol, because let's face it, personal training, like Eric said, that's a profit center for your club. Not to mention, if they can't get enough hours or they don't have enough clients, they're going to go work at Starbucks or wherever else. You're not going to have them when you need them, when things get better again. So really, really, there should be some uniform standard for personal training that's going on, one-on-one or semi-private.
But don't wait. Don't wait.
You
do
don't
whatever
have to wait
you
for
can.
someone. Use common sense.
Yeah. Go overboard in this department. If the first
Zero
time I heard it
tolerance.
from
Zero
my
tolerance.
zero tolerance. But the first time I heard it from a friend of mine that their personal training is down to 10% of what it was before, but member workouts are at 50%. I said, you got to put on a full-blown mask. They got to be wearing gloves. They got to do everything to show that there is absolutely no problem. Free sessions, get them back in. Show them that it's doable and it's fine. It's not as good as it was before, but it's 95%. And if the member has a relationship with the personal trainer's job is to get them back in, to bring a friend to work out with them. It can't be, you can't wait on that. And I think that personal training seems to be the biggest challenge. So get on it.
Well, and your classes, at least regarding the amount of people that can do it. I don't know. For me personally, I'd rather have a personal trainer wearing a mask near me than be in a classroom with eight or 10 or other people breathing their heads off in an enclosed space. So I don't know how people do that, and hopefully that they're figuring it out. A lot of people have these special air extractors now and the ultraviolet sanitizers, and that's where things are going too. But the personal training aspect.
Yeah. Another thing with the personal training aspect, let them bring in a friend for free during the personal training session. As many times as they want, the same one or a different one, or as many people as they want. Open it up. Anyone that has a personal training trainer, they can bring in anyone that they want as many times as they want during the personal training. Personal training trains them. Of course, make sure they fill out make sure they fill out all the disclaimers as every guest does, but publicize that, okay? That's one of the things you want to communicate to your members. We know it's more fun, you get better results, and now it's free. Bring in your friend for a free personal training every time you come.
And that's
very powerful.
Yeah, very, very, very powerful. We know it works. It works without this hellish situation that we have, but it also works with it, because people are feeling a little skittish. We'll bring somebody, but communication, like we said before in many of our different chats that we've had, it's the communication that's going to make the difference. If you can communicate to them that they're going to be safe. You got people saying, well, you have 7 sessions left, you better start using them. No. No.
Yeah.
Very soft.
Now's not the time.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
No authoritarianism.
No upset to your member.
No, nothing.
And if you can, bring your equipment outside. If you're in a mall shopping center, bring the equipment outside. Show them how far away it is from each other. Do a class, do a group X with the mask on. Show them that we're back. We're back. It's live. Because you don't want to stay inside your box. You want to have your marketing manager or yourself, if you don't have one, find out all the areas in the community that you can do group X. You can do your indoor outdoor cycling, whatever it is. Yeah. Get out in the community. Show them that you're wearing the mask. Show them that it's safe. Go where they are. Okay, for the people that have joined you but haven't come back, go where they are. Go to the marts. Go to the malls. Go to anywhere that there's a stage that you're able to do what you do and publicize it outdoors.
And get in touch with your members. Get in touch with them, not just by email. Call them up. Get them on the phone. How are you doing? Have you been back? Why? Whatever. Talk to them.
Now's the time. Yes. You have 3 or 4 sales counselors, reception. Everybody should be making 100 calls a day.
Absolutely.
You're not going to get through to 100 people. You get through to 15 or 20. In a week, you'll have spoken to them all. Where have you been? Listen, it's proven that exercise helps through this whole thing. We want you back. We've taken all the necessary safety precautions, and we haven't seen you. If you want to bring in a friend, it's on us. They can work out personal, whatever special you have. Now's the time.
You give everything you can right now. Give it up. And, obviously there are certain members you'd rather not contact, and you don't want to stir anything up like getting some cancellations, that's for sure. But I think that would be far outweighed by the good that speaking to them on a regular basis and inviting them to bring a friend, take a free PT set. Listen, the trainers are sitting there. Give a few free sessions. Let's go. I mean, you've got to get people in there.
You can bring them all in. Your pitch can be, we know you have been working out for the last few months. Come back in. We have a brand new fitness test, which has the latest blah, blah, blah. It's going to this blah, blah, blah for you. It's going to solve this blah, blah, blah problem of yours. And it's value of a couple $100. We have a space available. Let's get started. We have a space available tomorrow at 5 o'clock or 7:30 better. Bring in a family member or friend. Absolutely free on us. Free fitness evaluation. Let's see how you're doing. We know you haven't been able to work out the last few months. Let's see how we can improve your situation. We can guide you. You're a hero. We're your guides. Yeah. Come on back in. We'll see where you are. We'll make you feel better right away. Come back to the club.
And really, if you, like I said earlier, people that are a little skittish still, you have to have your online available classes. You have to know that they can use them anytime. Don't feel pressure to come back here, blah, blah. You got to keep them going. You got to keep them as a member. Well, what if I don't, I'm a little nervous and my uncle got it and online classes are available. It's part of your membership. Please enjoy it. Invite anyone you want to join when you're watching it. And, it's got to be, you got to give them as much as you can without scaring them. And that's one way of keeping people safe and keeping them as members of your club, at least, even if they're not coming in. And it's not going to help much on the PT front, obviously, but at least when they feel better, they'll come back. And every time you do a class, talk about it. Talk about coming in. Oh, we've got a lot of your friends here. If you feel, okay with it, please come on in. We're going to give a free PT session. Use the classes to promote.
Yes, absolutely. Please. That's what it's there for, right?
Please.
And free personal training, free fitness tests, free whatever. Get them back in. And like how we said, the last thing you want is to see your trainers not doing anything, not feeling the love, not feeling the energy, because that's how they get paid. They get all staff, especially personal trainers, Group X, they get paid half on our salaries and commission and half on participation, right? They want to help people. They want to see people get results. They want to have a class that's full of excited, happy members. And if that's not happening, you better make sure you do everything you can to get as close to that as possible. So let's get everybody involved. This is a full 100% effort time. There's nothing you can't do. Do everything. In our master class, we go over promotion after promotion to get your members happily involved again, back involved in personal training, whatever else that you have is an ancillary product, and to bring in friends. Now is the
new
time.
Members.
No holds barred. You go for it right now.
So,
take an aggressive approach. They need it. They need to realize that not coming in is the most dangerous thing they can do.
Sure.
Not getting in shape, not getting back their brain, their everything is much more dangerous than staying at home. It's a bigger problem if you don't come in than if you do come in. That's the message that you have to give. Positive, whatever, and the consequences of not coming back is a lot greater than coming into the club. Remember that in your marketing, in your speech, in your talk, in your promotion, in everything. In your story, we're here to serve you. We're here to solve your problem. And if we can't solve your problem's going to grow. Yeah. Don't let that happen. Take action. It's
not just your immune system. It's why were you in the gym in the first place? You had a little bit of pre-diabetes or high blood pressure or whatever. Well, now that's not going to get any better if you're not in there. So you have to really, it wouldn't hurt to look up their whatever file you have on them and whatever fitness evaluation you've already done.
Yeah, or start over. Or just start over.
When you first approach them, when you call them again, if they're not coming in. Well, I noticed that you were worried about your blood pressure, like that.
Whatever. And if you don't have that, just get right into it. Say, what was the reason you joined in the first place? What's the most important thing? Where are you at now? Are you worried about this or that or that? What problem can we solve for you? What do you want? What is it? Because we want to get you started again with our free full evaluation, so we know where you are. We know you haven't been your regular self, and a free personal training session to get you started again, get you launched again. Not taking action is more dangerous than coming into the club because we're perfectly safe and happy here. That's the message.
Make sure the message is out. Make sure you keep your live classes going or whatever, stream classes. And make sure everyone has confidence and look into making your personal trainers as safe looking as possible. And that's really it for now. The other thing, don't have the news on any of your TVs, okay? Because they're just in business to scare everybody.
And no media unless it's your media, right?
Yeah. And that's really it for now. I mean, we're all hoping that things subside and that the clubs can be operating with less and less restrictions. But in the meantime, we're still ready. Give the confidence to your members and they'll come in.
Yeah, and make them come in. Take a proactive approach. Yeah. This is the time. Do everything you can. Everything you can to bring the members back in with friends, safe, happy, back to where they started and more, okay?
And follow the procedures that you've made for yourself so people don't think you're slacking off. It's almost the most important thing.
Zero tolerance, no slack, no staff member not following it, no member not following it. All the members are watching, they're hypersensitive, and they want to make sure that you are caring for their safety. So we'll see you at 1 o'clock again. And the next time we see you, hopefully there's great news.
Yeah, let's hope there's some good news for a change.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys, keep on fighting, and we're going to succeed.
Yes, so we'll see you soon from the Fitness Guerrillas. Over and out.
Over and out.